Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lore Lodge official podcast. I hope you can hear me because honestly, I can't tell. Can you scroll down a little bit and check, Aidan? Are we audible? Are we audible? Can they hear us? Can the people hear us? They can hear us! Oh, it's wonderful. It's very loud. Like maybe turn down the audio just a little, just a tad to like where the yellow starts. Yep. There you go. Perfect. Wonderful.
I do in fact know how.
All right, I know. Just checking. Also, if you like the shirt I am wearing, it says the Lore Lodge, and I got a ton of compliments on it when I was at work today at the coffee shop. Yes,
where
that's
he
right.
had 8 shots of espresso
Yes,
today.
I had approximately 8 shots of espresso. I had a Red Bull on the way home. I got some barbecue. We vibing. It's going good. Aidan looks tired of me already.
No, I'm very excited.
Whew,
I was reflecting on how good the barbecue was. Also, how about this? We're on time for the first time
We are
today.
on time, and all of our equipment is working. It is a dream come true. This is a miracle. Also, today is October 17th?
18th.
18th?
Yes.
So that means that next week is October, we are not good at math. Hang on.
This is why I went to film school.
Yeah. So I was trying to make this something cool, but okay, so the 25th, the 1st, the 8th. So this is our third to last podcast.
Subscribed.
Oh boy. So this is our third to last podcast before we get into the new studio. So we're not only doing this little donation challenge where it's, what did we say? 250. Yeah, it's for the people who weren't in the TikTok live. $250 for me to get frosted tips. $500 for me to wear, I guess it's now a maid outfit for a day.
I think that's such a better thing.
Yeah, so for $500, I will wear a maid outfit for 24 hours. And for $1,000, we will take suggestions, and then we will put them on a Twitter poll. So Twitter will decide what that $1,000 prize is. We'll probably go with that based on something like cheering with bits or something like this, or super chats for whatever at the end of the show. But of course, you got to get to $1,000 for that, and these do compound. So we're not just gonna be like, oh, we got to $250, you got to start over again to $500. No, if you hit $1,000, I do all 3 of those things.
So he will get frosted tips, wear a maid costume, and do something of your choosing within a Twitter poll.
Within reason,
next week.
Next week, if you pull off that kind of money. And you do not have to wait to the Super Chat portion to Super Chat. You can just do that whenever, but we will be reading all Super Chats at the end of the show.
Correct.
And going from there.
I'll do the pre-read just to be sure.
What?
The pre-read of the Super Chats just to be sure.
Okay, yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah.
All right, so without further ado, today's spoopy topic.
Yes.
And I'm excited about this one because it's kind of our bread and butter, but we haven't really done a podcast episode on it. I'm going to take off my glasses. We haven't really done a podcast episode on it. The Wendigo.
So, the Wendigo.
Aidan, tell me what you know about the Wendigo.
What do I know about the Wendigo? I know a few things about the Wendigo. Most of them from Supernatural, and then, naturally after watching you. But from what I know, the Wendigo is the result of cannibalism, or supposedly the result of cannibalism.
Correct.
They eat people. They can mimic the sounds that humans make.
Right.
Generally, when they are far, they sound close, and when they are close, they sound far. Fire kills them.
Yes.
I learned a couple new ways that they can be killed, but I'll let you explain those from you. And then the most important thing in terms of this podcast is they happen to be found in places where there are many caves.
Yes, the caves. And how this ties into so much of what we talk about here at the Lore Lodge. But yeah, that was actually pretty much spot on for almost everything. The Wendigo in Algonquin folklore, as described by the scholar and folklorist Basil H. Johnston, the dog is whining.
He is.
As described by folklorist Basil H. Johnston, who, despite his name, actually is Native American. He is a member of the Ojibwe tribe. And he describes the Wendigo as a gaunt, emaciated figure with flesh that hangs in ribbons, just bones protruding from its skin. It is constantly starving, always hungry, and in some cases grows in proportions to its last meal. It supposedly has a heart of ice, And the only way to really kill one, well, it depends. There's some versions where if the Wendigo is more of a spirit than it is a corporeal being, then you have to burn the clothes that were being worn by the Wendigo when it first inhabited a person. Or there's the possibility that you need to use a red hot knife, a red hot blade to stab one. The one that I seem to see as the most common, of course, is burning it. And there is, of course, dismemberment. I've had some people be like, hey, if I, did a little anime move with a katana, could I take it out? And the answer is yes, but the problem with that is that the Wendigo has super speed and super strength, and this ability to mimic voices. It is arguably, when you put everything together, Apex Hunter, silent, super fast, super strong, mimics human voices, perhaps reads minds, and when it has a victim, drags it down into a cave or mine shaft, makes it, in my opinion, probably the most terrifying of the monsters possible. If you ever watched the Descent movies, those aren't Wendigos, but I'm very claustrophobic, so I did not handle that well.
For those who don't know the Descent movies, you want to give a little
Oh
quick...
my god, the Descent movies are fantastic. It's a group of girls going away for a girls' weekend, and they decide to go into... I won't give away any of the big twists here, but they decide to get... Cave. They decide to go caving, and it goes horribly wrong because there are creatures living in the cave, described as cavemen who never left the caves. So, Aidan, would you like to go let the dog out really quick?
I will, absolutely.
Thank you. I'm just going to continue ranting and raving and rambling about Wendigos. So, so the key to killing a Wendigo is, of course, fire. Now, dismemberment also theoretically works. The issue with dismemberment is that you have to get a good swing in on it. So if you fail to get that swing, it's probably going to get you. Parkour. So, trapping it, lighting it on fire, that's your best move. If you watch the Supernatural episode Wendigo, I believe what Dean does is shoots it with a flare gun.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
From behind while it's distracted. So that's one way to go about it, I suppose.
You're forgetting the most important way to kill a Wendigo.
Which one are you thinking of?
Oh, I'm thinking of the one that is obviously the most important, because it's the one that is most recent in terms of discovery of its capability to harm such a strong and scary supernatural power.
Oh my god, how could I forget? As discovered by our follower on TikTok and whatnot, as discovered by Chad, all you really got to do with the Wendigo is just take a blue snow shovel to it. Just give it a good old whack on the noggin, and boom, it's gone. I would like to give the disclaimer that this is only in theory and has not been put into practice, but I personally see no flaws with the methodology.
Yep. As far as we know, the paranormal bonk has not been tested yet.
Exactly.
So we'll get there.
So we don't know for sure. It could be. But key thing here, Wendigo, destroyed by fire, possibly blue snow shovel. Not the kind of thing you want to get involved with. Now, its natural habitat, so to speak, is the American North. So southern Canada, as well as basically all of the Algonquin territory. So from the northeast coast of the United States and southern Canada, all the way through to the Pacific Northwest. British Columbia, Seattle, those areas. So you're not really safe from the Wendigo in any of those places. Now, it does extend, in my opinion, based on my research, my sightings, down the Appalachian Trail. And, the interesting thing about the Appalachian Trail is that there's this magical boundary called the Mason-Dixon line, upon which, crossing the Mason-Dixon line, it becomes it becomes the 8th deadly sin to pronounce it Appalachian once you're down south. You must pronounce it Appalachian. And people from the south are unaware of the fact that to the north, the Appalachians do extend. And people in the northern region of Appalachia do pronounce it with the long A. But I can understand, down south they do things differently there. They're more traditional. But no, there are 2 correct ways to pronounce Appalachian, and if you were to talk to any linguist, they would agree with me. I'm sick of having this argument with people on TikTok and Twitter.
There's only one place where the roles reverse.
Where?
You know where.
Where are you thinking?
The one place where pronouncing it Appalachia above the Mason-Dixon is wrong.
Ohio.
Correct.
Now you listen here, viewers. If any of you are from Ohio, I just want to know why. Did you have the opportunity to leave? Was leaving an option? We can help.
We can.
If you call 1-800-443-OHIO, someone will help you to get out of Ohio.
We don't know who it's going to be.
We don't know who it's going to be.
But
if you call that phone number, someone will probably pick up. Don't tell them we sent you.
No. Don't tell anybody you call that we sent you. Because they will send someone to us. And we don't want that.
We're already on enough lists. We don't need to be on another one.
Yeah.
Just made up a number.
I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I really hope that is someone's number.
One other thing that the Wendigo phenomenon, the Wendigo folk legend ties into very well is the missing 411 phenomenon. Now, of course, for those who aren't familiar, over 1,200 people have gone missing in our national parks since the 1960s about. The first high-profile one being Dennis Martin. Dennis was, I believe, 5 years old when he went missing in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. He was playing hide-and-go-seek with some other kids, and his dad turned around for a second, and when they decided, all right, everybody come in, we're done playing hide-and-seek, Dennis wasn't there. His dad had watched him go hide behind a tree, and had been watching the whole time, knew Dennis had not moved, and then when he went to look for Dennis, nothing there. So, of course, called everyone over, all the adults. There was this massive search. They got search and rescue involved. They got the National Park Service involved. And they even got the Green Berets involved. But the original story here, and this is where it gets kind of fishy, the original story was that the Green Berets were working in tandem with NPS and search and rescue. And this is something that Mr. Ballin, actually, when he was on the show, his reasoning that he gave us was, there might have been Green Berets just training in the area who decided to come in, which valid reasoning, and I believe him. The part that I don't understand is why, when you look at the actual official files, which are available to read, the Green Berets were not working with search and rescue. They were off doing their own thing. So basically, search and rescue in the National Park Service and the Sheriff's Office, they're all doing normal search and rescue. Green Berets are doing their own kind of deal, just like, out in the mountains. And if you watch American Horror Stories, if you watch the episode Feral, this is actually alluded to. It's basically the Dennis Martin story. Kid goes missing while he's playing hide and seek. They go to alert the Rangers. Nothing comes of it. At one point, one of the Rangers does reveal, spoiler alert, by the way, one of the Rangers does reveal that the National Guard was called in, and that the National Guard did suffer casualties, but that, they eventually did win the whatever conflict there was. And what's being alluded to is that there's a group of cannibals living in the national parks.
One just little note, it's a little bit tangential from that, but something that you may not be aware of that I found out a couple years back that kind of changed my perspective on that specific term. Mm-hmm. Casualty doesn't mean exclusively death.
Yes.
Like an injury is counted as a casualty as well. And, just something to keep in mind whenever you hear the word casualty, because when you hear we suffered many casualties, usually you're like, oh my God, so many people died. It's like, and a lot of times, most of the casualties are non-fatal. So.
Yes. So, a stubbed toe could technically be a casualty.
Yes.
But point is, there's been a lot of situations like this, and a lot of the time they happen around, in forests, on mountains, near cave systems, and it all just kind of fits with the Wendigo folklore, and it makes you wonder, is there something out there? But, how does a Wendigo become a person, become a Wendigo? Do you know, Aidan? Do you want to tell the audience?
From everything that I've learned from this guy and, watching, Supernatural and things like that, it's generally when somebody is in a survival situation and they resort to having to eat another human.
Yes. So there are survival situations, of course, that you can read about, like the Donner Party, for example, where a lot of cannibalism occurred, and as far as we know, no Wendigo. Now, Jamestown, a lot of cannibalism occurred, as far as we know, no Wendigo. So if we have these examples of times when cannibalism did occur and there is no Wendigo, what's going on? Well, you must then ask the question, is it absolute that if you consume another person, you will become a Wendigo? And it seems that empirically the answer is no. It also begs the question, is Wendigo a state of mind? Is it Wendigo psychosis, where you believe that you are a Wendigo and you believe you feel the craving for human flesh? Or are we dealing with people who, it's a thing that happens over time, and eventually the transformation takes place unless stopped? Lots of questions to it. But what the Algonquin say is that there's two possibilities. Either you become a Wendigo when you consume the flesh of somebody close to you out of desperation, so you're trapped inside after a blizzard and you eat your wife. Or you can become a Wendigo when the spirit of the Wendigo, in this case it's singular, possesses you and causes you to have an unending urge for human flesh. And that becomes your only drive, your only motivating factor. That's all you can think about at any time. So... and of course, the never-ending question, the burning question everyone has: can you milk the Wendigo? We don't believe so. It is also not recommended that you attempt to have sexual relations with the Wendigo. I know many people want to try. I promise you, I'm not keeping anything to myself. I just care about your well-being. That said, if you do pull it off, send me the video.
Or just...
I have questions.
Just let us know how it went.
No,
You want you want the cold facts, the hard
for
proof.
research.
Yes.
I need to know.
Yes.
I need to know how it happened.
Fair.
But yeah.
You are a good scientist.
I am a scientist at heart. I am a researcher. I'm a man. I'm a patriot.
1776 will commence again. Sorry.
I'm an American.
I'm a human. This is what humans look like. Oh, God. It only
we
took...
need an Alex Jones Power Hour.
We really do. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? We'd be dead halfway through it. It only took us 15 minutes to get to there.
But I don't know what's going on in chat.
Let's find out.
Caitlin said we got to check the chat, and now I'm scared.
Cannon and glass are only two ends of the same spectrum of chaos. Someone just said Windussy. Something about hydration. Glass of water saying, "Oh, sweet droplet, you could not ever fall into my bad graces. You can't kill me." Is Long said a super chat for $19.99. Thank you very much.
Oh God.
Saying, "I got my college refund back. Time to make Aidan do stupid things."
Oh no.
Oh, you better believe it is.
Oh no.
Oh, she knows what she's doing.
Oh, we're already a tenth of the way to me getting frosted tips. I'm gonna do it really cheap too. I'm literally just dipping my hair in bleach.
Holy God, dude, that's horrible.
I've got no other options. I can't afford to get real frosted tips.
What do you mean?
Oh boy. But yes, so those are the two possible ways you can become a Wendigo.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there is my theory on this, which is the Nephilim theory. Which is that
yes.
long ago in human prehistory, there was once a race of Nephilim, as attested to in the Bible and many other ancient religions. Oh my God, I must sneeze.
Might be because I just saw like 3 Archie hairs flying around in the air.
It's possible. But worldwide, a lot of cultures have this idea of, these superhuman, cannibalistic creatures that humans feared in our early days. And of course, we have the uncanny valley effect, where we are afraid of things that look like us, that talk like us, that just, they just might be the next best thing, but not quite me.
Yep.
Did you like the Eminem reference there?
I did. It was good.
You're welcome.
It was solid. Ding dong.
Yeah, so, there's the possibility that we're dealing with something that once upon a time in the deep past, human beings actually did encounter something. Mm-hmm. And this worldwide flood that we have in every single culture, and we now have scientific evidence that the Younger Dryas period did involve a large flooding event that could have raised the sea levels up to 600 feet, which would bury the entire Atlantic seaboard today. Basically, every major city in the world, if you experience 600 feet of sea rise, would disappear in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, the only things that would be still standing are like the tallest of skyscrapers.
Yeah, and even those eventually would rust out and collapse.
Yep.
So,
probably within 50 years they'd all be gone.
Yeah. So humanity as we know it, there would be all traces of urbanized humanity, nearly all traces, would be submerged within a few hundred years.
Yep.
You would not, without the technology to see under the water, you would not know that was there. Which we are just now finding examples of man-made structures that are undeniably man-made, by the way. I'm not going all Ancient Aliens on you. These are undeniably man-made structures in the Atlantic, in the Pacific, in the Mediterranean, that are about 500 feet below sea level. So,
makes sense.
And with the the disappearance of, or the drowning of so many things at the end of the Younger Dryas, and the random appearance of Göbekli Tepe at the end of the Younger Dryas in around 11,600 BC, you got some questions to ask.
And some answers that need to be found.
Yeah, and of course, why is it that Göbekli Tepe springs up before agriculture springs up? You can't build something like that unless you have the labor force or the technology. As far as we know, they didn't have the technology, so they must have had the labor force, but there's no food to sustain the labor force, so the only option is technology. So where'd they get the technology? They must have brought it with them. Bada bing, bada boom. Antediluvian civilization. That's a topic for another day. But I think that it is close enough to our next topic, which of course is sponsored by Gravity Case. So
look at us.
Yeah, look at us getting sponsored. Oh shit. So, can they see it? Can they see? This is the Gravity Case. As you can see, it's nice and lightweight. It's very sticky. And what it does, I'm gonna demonstrate. We're gonna put the phone back into the case. I'm gonna walk around. And how far up can they see, Aidan? Not very.
Not far enough. Do it on that.
Can
Yes.
they see here?
Yes.
All right, everybody, you prepare for some magic?
That's not metal. That's just wood.
Yeah, so that's wood. It also works on glass and metal. It's non-magnetic. This thing right here is actually just a high-friction polymer, and if you want one, they're $30. They're made of a very, very, very high durability, high-quality plastic on the outside, as well as, of course, this nice little nanofiber right here. And you can get those at gravityphonecase.com/lore. That will bring you straight to our discount code, or at checkout you can use the code LORE. And they're only $30.
Yeah, it's
so
pretty solid
it's
deal.
a pretty great deal. You can also add to your order a phone screen so that you can protect your phone, as well as charging and all sorts of other stuff. And it is wireless charging capable. I tested it today myself. So gravityphonecase.com/lore. Check it out. All proceeds go to two young and very attractive men, so we don't have to do Orange YouTube. Anyway.
Helps us put together a studio so you're not looking at a couch and a random flag on steps.
Exactly. Wouldn't that be fun?
I think it'd be fun
to look at, a studio and not a couch and a random flag.
We've got a stream deck, a couple different cameras, so you can,
Exactly. So there's multiple angles.
We'll have a desk that we can sit at.
One's just gonna be pointed right at Aidan's ass.
Yeah, I'll just sit out like that the whole time.
Yeah.
I'll wear. That could be a donation goal at one point. Not this stream, but a future stream. A certain monetary level, we'll both wear yoga pants.
Yes. Yoga pants
for an entire podcast.
Perhaps a kilt.
That could be a different one.
That we could just do for fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We should do that for St. Patrick's Day.
For $2,500, we'll go LARPing, but we'll go way too hard.
We'll just go full Squid Game.
I have not watched Squid Game.
I haven't either, but I plan to, and it just gets violent.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That is another one for. Let's give him a middle rung here for $750. For $750 accumulated, we probably should have put a thing in there, but it's counting for us anyway.
Yeah.
For $750 accumulated, I will go a week where outside of making our videos, I will speak as though it is the Lord of the Rings. I will live action role play Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings for an entire week in public, so long as I am not doing our videos or at work in any serious capacity.
Yes.
But all recreational times, Aragorn speak. That will include my TikToks. That will include, maybe even the history videos. I'll do it that way.
So as a reminder, today's donation goals for Super Chats, $250 frosted tips.
Yes.
$500 frosted tips made outfit for a
Yes.
day. $750 frosted tips made outfit for a day, and the rest of that week he's Aragorn. $1,000 frosted tips made outfit for a day. Aragorn for the week, and What's the 1,000?
And the 1,000 we'll decide at the end of the show. We'll poll people.
Yes, we're gonna do a Twitter poll and we're gonna figure out exactly.
Yes, we will have you guys give us suggestions, and we'll take our 4 favorites, put them on Twitter, and then probably get Isaiah to retweet it.
Yes.
And we'll see how it goes. But back to the program, as you've been hoping for. So the segue here. What?
Just looking at some of the chats on that. Get the TikTok ass pants if you're going to do yoga pants. Go
Oh
big
my
or go
God.
home. You're
He's
right.
right. He's
You
right.
guys are not ready for these asses in yoga
Also,
pants. Let's be fair.
We got to open the PO box so they can send us stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
we
but
do. Also, Mr. Destra4 said, "Oh, Aidan, you don't know what you've just done."
oh, I know exactly what I've just done.
Which
The
is
problem here is I'm
all
a
we
Scorpio.
can hope for. As I've been told many times this month, it's Libra season.
Libra season.
Libra season.
Libra season.
Anyway, so transitioning
Okay,
back to the
transitioning
actual...
back. So, Aidan, worldwide flood meant to wipe out all the wickedness being the Nephilim, being the children of angels and man. How might you escape a worldwide flood?
A boat?
Yes. If you're not on the boat, how might you escape the worldwide flood?
Swim.
All right. Well, third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Depends on how you define worldwide flood. Is it a flood or is it all of the land covered like full on Genesis?
It is a world. It's like full on Genesis, covering this world in this dimension. How might you escape that?
Not on a boat. Obviously not going to swim the whole time.
No, you're not.
Whew.
40 days and 40 nights. This entire
Boy.
dimension is flooded.
You better have some wings or be interdimensional.
Okay, so what was that last
So
part?
maybe be an interdimensional
Exactly. So if you can slip between dimensions, you can escape the flood, correct?
being. Correct.
So, what culture has a lot in there about shifting between dimensions? At least what culture that I have a relative degree of expertise
I was
in.
going to say, yeah, I would say the... Well, I don't know. I can't remember which specific
The Celtic
one it is.
and Nordic cultures.
There we go.
So, of course, in Nordic culture, you have Yggdrasil, the great tree upon which the 9 realms sit at the bottom of the tree and up through the top. You got Asgard, and you've got Midgard, and you've got Nilfheim and Alfheim and Vanheim. So, if only Midgard is being flooded, then perhaps you could just go to another place. Probably not in their mythology. But, it's possible. But another thing that's possible is that Ragnarok actually already happened. And then that giant, world-ending flood that we have in history is actually Ragnarok. Mm-hmm. And that everything that is happening now is actually post-Norse apocalypse, which is an interesting way of looking at it, is it not?
I think this is an extremely interesting way to look at it. Also, just so you guys know, in case you don't already, Thor existed before Disney.
Yes. We're going to be talking about the real Thor.
Yes.
The real Thor. The Norse Thor, not the
Yes.
Marvel Thor.
And just so you're aware, the Norse Thor looks a bit different than Chris Hemsworth. Specifically, he's tall, but he also looks more like a power lifter.
He a bit chonky.
Yeah, he looks more like the Mountain from Game of Thrones than he does Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. Still badass, though.
Oh, extremely.
Yeah, extremely badass. But the Celts had another version of it. They had something called the Otherworld. And there's actually several different Otherworlds, and they have very difficult to pronounce Irish names. And the way into them is through the... Did you forget to plug in the PC?
No, it's plugged in.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Hang on, chat. One moment.
Just kidding. Maybe it's not. Oh, it must have fallen out.
Oh, you fools.
Oh, absolute foolishness.
Aidan to save the day. Okay. Back to the topic at hand.
Correct.
So,
The Celts version.
the Celtic version. They have the Otherworld, and you can enter the Otherworld through these little portals called fairy mounds. And in Old Irish, this would be pronounced Seath, and in Modern Irish, this is she. So, a little bit of a difference there. I like to clarify with my pronunciations because Irish people can get a bit uppity about these things.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's kind of like how we get uppity about the word water.
Water?
You know how we don't get uppity when people pronounce it the way we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Pennsylvanians are just superior.
Speaking of water, glass of water's back at it.
What'd she say?
She said, "The emptiness is called the Void Lord's home. It is time to fight. There is an usurper creeping into our home. Pray, water droplets, for I must go." Always entertaining.
Always a time with a glass of water in the chat.
Always mildly concerning.
Always disconcerting to the greatest degree.
But
So,
always interesting.
Otherworlds.
Yes.
Trying to keep this episode on track because we've been so bad lately. Otherworlds. Could you imagine if we were drinking while we did this? Good lord.
Oh my god.
But, Otherworlds. So, in the Gaelic Otherworld, you have more like pocket dimensions. So if you got some rocks out in your backyard and they form a little cave entrance, say you go down your cave entrance and you're finding yourself in the halls of Lug. And Lug is one of the Tuatha Danann, one of the gods and goddesses of Irish folklore. And he has his own little world away from the world. And this is an otherworld. There's also several other larger otherworlds like the Land of Plenty. There's the Isle of the Dead, the Isle where people never age. There's all these different otherworlds, but in Ireland, in Irish folklore, you can enter these little fairy mounds and be in your own little pocket dimension. In which case, some of these Nephilim, if we're talking about the Tuatha and the Jotnar and the Nephilim and whatever the Wendigo once was, in my opinion, they could have, using these underground interdimensional portals, found their way away from the flood and survived that way to the modern day. Which I think, once you get past that sounding kind of crazy, actually makes some sense. Suspend your disbelief a bit here, and it makes sense.
It's important to be able to do that from time to
Yeah.
time.
You know, you can tell that I'm a fantasy author when I speak. But the Welsh Otherworld actually it's interesting. It's an interesting case of socioeconomic and political divisions and changes, changing religion. So we believe that the Celts probably always had the concept of the otherworld. And we like to think in binary terms between our world and the other world. That's why they have different words for it. It's not just our world, other world. It's not necessarily parallel. We like to think of things in parallels, like parallel dimensions, and alternate dimensions, not necessarily dimensions that are just not this one, just completely different, have different rules, have different elements that you can move between. The Welsh Otherworld, where the Celtic one, the Irish one is more formed out of little fiefdoms and individual pocket dimensions. The Welsh Otherworld more is like taking Wales and then an under Wales. That is the same dimensions and is ruled by a king, and there's a pretender king, and there's various lords and ladies and all these things, and it's basically an elven realm that is within the other world that is structured much like the medieval Welsh kingdom was. So it might be that difference was always there. It might be that these concepts of other worlds developed as people developed. But in any case, it's probably one of my favorite little bits of folklore and history and how people went about their religions. Because, for example, with Celtic religion, we don't really know much.
Yeah.
Wicca tried, and there's... I have some problems with Wicca. I won't go into them on this stream, but it's not necessarily that it's a bad thing for people to practice Wicca. I just don't like the way it was started, and I can explain that.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm very unfamiliar with anything about Wicca.
We'll make a video on Wicca.
Okay.
We'll make a video on Wicca soon. We're gonna be doing a video on Samhain, which is the origin of Halloween, and I'll work Wicca into that because it actually fits quite well. But Wicca and Wiccans, witches, so to speak, they are a neo-pagan group, but they mix together a lot of different pagan ideologies. And the problem with this as a student of history and religion and anthropology is that while it may seem okay to do that in a kind of postmodern sense where labels don't really apply to things, if you went back and you told a follower of Cernunnos that you were the same religion as them, just that your patron god was Thor, there might be issues. They would not acknowledge you being the same religion as them. Because the cult of Cernunnos and the cult of Thor would have very, very, very different practices. And the thing is with ancient religions, their set of gods and goddesses were complementary.
Okay.
If you inserted new gods and goddesses from another culture, they might clash. So there were occasions where people overlapped, but these all had stories and mythology behind them. If you just walked Totai into the halls of Asgard, that wouldn't work very well. It would not be received well.
Got it.
So today you can mix and match all you want. Back then you really couldn't. And with Celtic religion especially, we don't really know much. What we have been able to reconstruct is mostly from art, from various rituals. So there's little fertility visas and things like that. But we don't really have a ton of... We have no written record of anything up until the Christians arrived and started writing things down. And of course the Christians rewrote quite a bit. Pardon me?
All good.
The Christians rewrote part of it, and then, you know, for example, the process of Christianization was meant to was basically like, let's see, it was like you can keep your doctor, except they followed through. So you could keep your god, just your god became a saint. So the goddess Brigid became Saint Bridget, Bridget was the patron saint of women and fire, and so Saint Bridget is the patron saint of women and fire. So they basically took all the gods and goddesses and turned them into saints. And even back further than that, you very much had a local god and goddess structure. There were pan-Celtic gods, like Cernunnos, like Totai, like... there's a very similar... I think it's Totai is the one that's very similar to Thor and Zeus. Cernunnos is the horned nature god. Also, there's this idea that Celtic paganism was like this very nature-centered kind of thing. It wasn't. The Celts were very much an iron-working people. They were just a little bit different than their southern neighbors. They had different priorities. Women had more rights, for example. They were a little bit more in touch with nature. Their gods were definitely more naturalistic, but they weren't by any means a, you know, worshipping trees group of people. So, I think that just about covers it, and if people have questions, we can get into the Q&A, unless you have anything to add.
No, not at the moment. I think you generally covered it. I think one thing to note here is that Russell the Outlaw just donated $100. Thank you very much,
Russell.
sir. And he said, I hope you all have a great night. I'm off for now, but we'll return. Take care and bless the Void Goddess. Bless as always to the Void Goddess. So that brings us up to about 150 towards the first goal of 250 for Frosted Tips.
Oh, we're going to hit Frosted Tips tonight, aren't we?
I think we might be hitting Frosted Tips tonight.
What time is it?
It's 7:36.
All right, so they get even more time for Q&A tonight. Yeah. That is special.
Yeah, you guys get a lot of Q&A time because we blew through with the stuff that we had to go through.
Yeah, I didn't realize how quick we were going to be about that.
Yeah, no,
we got to get back to having guests.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad
We're too efficient on our own. All right, we're going to open up the Super Chats for questions. We will get to every Super Chat. We won't necessarily get to every non-super chat question, but feel free to pop in and ask some questions. We do want to take this moment to segue into a new juncture. Aidan, would you please smell my hair? Smells phenomenal.
Yeah,
does
it does
not?
smell really good.
Smell my
actually.
pits. Just do it.
I don't know about that.
Just do it.
Okay.
Just smell the pits.
There we go. Okay. This should be a donation goal.
Just trust me.
I can't smell anything.
Can't smell anything. I've been working all day. Been working since 9 a.m. this morning at a coffee shop, and you can't smell shit. Smell my arm. Smell it. Doesn't it smell great?
It does.
It does. And you know why? It's because I use Duke Cannon body products. This show is also sponsored by Duke Cannon. And I don't have a special code for them, but the link is in that aidanmattis.card.co that you'll find at the bottom of this stream, or just go to it, aidanmattis.card.co. That has a whole bunch of our stuff. It has all of our sponsors, Duke Cannon, Gravity Case, Fresh Clean Teas might be in there. I'm not currently wearing one of those. And if you like the shirts, Aidan, how comfortable are our shirts?
Quite comfortable. I wish I was wearing ours right now.
And you can even, what's cool is like you can go to a show, like a rock concert or whatever, and it kind of looks like a band T-shirt. People will be like, "Oh, I love the Lore Lodge." And you're like, yeah.
Wait, yeah. Why don't if we can ever get that going, we should.
We're not calling our band the Lore Lodge.
Why?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Wait, what was the one? Oh, there was a band named
the Lore Boys.
No. Well, Islong. Now we're getting somewhere. Islong just donated $9.99 and said, "Just the tips, boys. Just the tips." I guess that was joking off of the fact that we were smelling. I was smelling you.
That's YouTube friendly.
It is, yeah.
It's YouTube friendly.
Glass of water for $50.
Ooh, thank you, Glass.
Please, your followers, they support you with all their love in their hearts.
Oh, thank you.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you. We are getting dangerously close to that.
Yeah,
to that
I'm
250.
gonna have to get frosted tips, aren't I?
More than likely.
What are we at right now? Can
think-
somebody do the math?
I think we're at about 200. A little over 200, actually.
Oh, good lord.
Because the first one we got was...
I didn't think this would work.
Yeah, the first we got was
I'm a fool.
I think you were 1999, right? And then somebody did something else. Then Outlaw did his 100. Is did her another 999. And then Glass just did 50. So that's at least about 200 to 210.
Well, guys, I mean, if you want to see more, share the show and just bring your friends on and be like, hey, just donate $5. We're going to make this guy get frosted tips.
Wait,
What?
That's what he is meant by just the tips, boys, just the tips. She said, I meant frosted tips, you nasty. Oh, fair enough. You got me.
Oh, boy.
You got us, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Well,
so,
you're getting us that much closer to it.
yeah, they still got 50 minutes.
Yeah, we're about $40 away from frosted tips on this guy. We're then to 500 we go for him to wear a maid outfit for the day, and then 700. Oh boy, guess who you can thank for frosted tips?
Mom!
So that brings us up to 260. So our next goal,
I have to return some videotapes.
let's see Paul Allen's card. Oh, so now that you guys have just seen him run off to go thank his mother for donating $50 for him to get frosted tips, you will be seeing that at some point in the next week. And then, so the next goal that we have is for $500, where this young strapping lad will have to wear a maid outfit for an entire 24 hours.
You want to know what her response was?
What?
It was gonna happen anyway.
Fair enough, she's not wrong. Oh, that'll be a great video.
Yeah, and we got to videotape me getting the frosted
We
tips.
do. Yeah, that'll absolutely be a video.
I'll have to go to Mark Tadeo and Matthew Salon.
Yes.
By the way, if you're in the main line area, Mark Tadeo and Matthew Salon, fantastic guy. Not sponsoring me, just keeps my hair looking fresh.
Fair enough. I cut my own.
Aidan here has a rabid raccoon in his backyard, and he hands it a piece of scissors and a string, and just has it swing it at him.
Yep. That's if we, forget to use just the straight razor on
Yeah.
a piece of cardboard.
Oh yeah.
Just in case someone steals that. But
Yeah, you don't want to put these things at risk. They're important.
no, I think the raccoon does a pretty good job. That's a little long at the moment.
Aidan, I have obtained Wendusi, and this mortal plane hasn't been ready for this power.
Tell us more.
Do we want him to tell us more?
According to you, about 20 minutes ago, you do.
Oh God.
Anyway, so yes, $500 for his maid outfit. $750, I believe, was for him to dress and LARP as Aragorn for the rest of the week.
Yes, I will LARP as Aragorn for a week at $750, but
And then $1,000 is you guys get to choose what he does this week. So, your mom said a piece of scissors with a bunch of question marks? Yes.
a piece of scissors.
Yes.
Well,
Not
we
even
have
a
those,
full scissor.
No, we have the Cutco scissors that are like detachable.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it. We need a Drunk Aiden podcast. Yes, I was thinking about this.
We got to do it on Twitch.
Yeah, when you mentioned it, I was thinking
Here, so
we should-
actually, if you'll...
we could either do it on Twitch or it could be a Patreon thing.
Yeah, true. Sign in to chat? What?
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh? Alright, weird.
Here's a good
hey,
question.
Destro, you still in there?
He should be, yeah. Little Lovey asks, as someone who's studied Welsh, etc., is there any specific book for herbalism within the UK? I can't seem to find any here in
I'm
London.
sure there is, but let me shoot us an email at thelorelodge@gmail.com, and I will speak to some of my contacts in the academic field and see if I can find you something good. Destro said he's still here. Destro, would you mind sending the Streamlabs or Twitch link so that people can follow for the drunk live streams that we're gonna do? We'll do drunk history.
Please do. Also, in terms of...
Also, Destro, do you want to be a mod? Because you're welcome to be a mod. I trust you now.
Yeah. Yeah, Alp, I believe that says?
Alp.
says, I vote Twitch. So I believe that we'll be doing Drunk History on Twitch.
We will do Drunk History on Twitch.
We got to figure out when we're going to do that. Our schedule's quite packed at the moment.
Yeah. Not Saturdays. Friday, perhaps.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do it tomorrow. No, I can't not. Yeah, I could do it tomorrow because I have off Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got actual history and then drunk history.
So we'll just plan to do Drunk History on Tuesday nights until
Wednesday isn't my day off anymore. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can't wait. I want people who are local to start showing up while I'm at work at Steel City.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. Well, we should do.
Okay, so here's what I want. If you do happen to be local to Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and you want to come and do something, come in and just ask for the
blue snow shovel.
I gotta think of a clever name for it. Ask for a. How can we get lore and coffee into the same?
The lore brew, or the
Come in and ask for the Lore Master's brew.
Yes.
And then I'll know. Then I'll know.
Yes.
And you'll probably just get regular coffee, but I'll make it for you.
And I'll make it special.
Yes.
I think we should do we want to try and consider doing a Lore Lodge meetup, like maybe just an unofficial one?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
At Steel City at some point in the future?
Sure.
And by
let me talk to Nerd Merch too, because they might also want to do it. But yeah, that'll be a thing.
Because my thought was, even if it's just unofficial, we just gather in a place for a while.
Yeah,
could be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I would like that. We can do that. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's a fun plan.
Is long donated. I will drive to harass.
This is why? This is why you're in the top tier.
Where'd he post it? He said he posted it.
Oh,
Lore Latte?
Yes.
Yeah, the Lore Latte. That's better.
Much better. Thank you.
Destro, I'm not seeing the link posted in the chat. Are you? Oh, it might have auto-modded it. Hang on. Yeah, it's not coming up. Weird.
Anywho.
Well, anyway.
If anybody has any further questions, especially
for the Twitch thing. If you do want to follow our antics on Twitch, where we can be a little bit more anticked. Yeah. The Twitch antics will involve alcohol and made costumes
and music.
We play guitar on Twitch. We have a little 2-piece band.
This is my custom made guitar.
Yes, it's very nice. But that is twitch.com/the Aidan Mattis. So also streamlabs.com/the Aidan Mattis. Either one works.
Yeah, we'll be on there sometime after this, maybe like 8:30ish.
Yeah, this show ends at 8:30, so we'll probably hop on Twitch around 8:45. Give us a chance to get some water, use the restroom.
Practice
Aidan usually takes about 15 minutes to empty his bladder. It's a congenital issue. He can't control it.
It stores so much, but it just when you need to go, you need to go.
It's a family curse. You see 17 generations back, Sir Robert Thornbury decided that, he would never have to pee again, but each consecutive generation would have to pee even more.
Yep.
It's a truly tragic curse that he has to endure, but,
I mean,
one day he will sire a child whose bladder just takes up his entire abdomen, and then the Thornbury line will probably end.
I will. The only way to end the curse, from what I understand, is there is a Thornbury Castle in England, and it's essentially, it needs to be
the Vibe Lodge.
The Vibe Lodge. That's what it has turned into right now. Now that we're done with the official part.
Yeah.
The only way
we hit Frosted Tips, right?
We did. Yes, we're about 260 now. The next goal is 500 for him to wear a maid costume.
Guys, you are
24 hours.
$240 away from me wearing a maid costume,
and you will get to see it.
And it will not. I will give you your money's worth.
Oh, he knows how to give people their money's worth. Have you not seen him give all of the information that he has in this noggin so far?
Do I know where to find a maid costume?
Amazon.
No. But will I get one? Yeah.
Yes, you will.
And by the way, we're going to reset this every week, so there will be a new set of challenges each week.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll always go up to 1,000, but we might do
Yeah.
smaller things
We'll
at
vary it,
50,
yeah.
100, 200, 500, whatever.
Yeah.
But we will keep doing this since it seems to be something that people enjoy.
Oh, I think even
Yeah.
I enjoy it. But yeah, just to finish that thought, yeah, the only way to break that curse supposedly is for a member of the Thornbury household to retake Thornbury Castle.
Well, I'm always down for that. I mean, hang on.
Oh, we are prepared. We are very, very prepared to retake a castle.
I'm ready. You have my sword,
I'm ready. You have my
axe.
axe.
All right,
We're ready.
we're ready. For 1,500, I'll just kill Aidan right now.
Anyway,
They have spared you.
let's see what else is in we see. At this point, I think Aidan will wear a maid costume at some point. Anyway, well,
We'll probably just bring that back as a recurring one.
yeah, until it gets hit.
Um,
I would love to see that this week.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic.
yeah, if you guys make it happen this week, I'll be impressed. But maybe we'll make a long-term one for that.
Okay.
We can
If you
we
hit
can
it every week,
we can we can record like how much has gone towards the maid costume.
yes. I want to join storming Thornbury Castle. You're more than welcome to. We need to embellish the ranks.
The hunt for Wendussy.
Started at my grandparents' house with a gun.
Oh, you can't read that.
No.
Walking out of a cave after destroying. Oh God.
We're proud of you, but we don't
You
condone
should get
it.
tested.
Mr. Jester for $2 says you have my 3 whole shotgun shells.
Well, thank you.
Better than none.
Better than none.
That's about the equivalent of a trebuchet
Yeah.
in terms of lethality. So we're on.
Also,
we're on the-
you eventually have to get involved in the dares.
Oh, I will absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What else do we have? Here?
I mean, every dollar of this helps furnish the new studio too. So, oh God, what?
Glass said a bard and a paladin walk into a bar, and I think that was when we
Yeah.
were holding our axe and sword together. That's fantastic.
Except apparently, according to the very long Dungeons and Dragons test I took, I am a chaotic good,
Okay.
which I think fits.
Yep.
I'm a bard, which also makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what race I got?
Hmm.
Take a guess, Aiden. Take a guess at what race I got.
Human. Elf. I'm not sure.
Just keep going.
I can't remember what else there is. Goblin?
Hey, chat. Chat, what race do you think I was in Dungeons and Dragons? Oh, fuck, I've got to wear a maid costume.
Glass, we can always count on you. We are now at about $510 for this stream. Aidan,
I was going to say I'm a gnome.
Aidan. Now you're a maid.
Now I'm a maid and a gnome.
So Aidan will now be wearing a maid outfit for 24 hours. I believe that you're going to have to do at least 1 or 2 live streams on TikTok.
So the question is, do we film the trip to Spirit Halloween
yes.
to buy it?
Yes.
All right. Are we doing that tomorrow afternoon?
Yes. No, because I'll be... Oh, wait, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that tomorrow.
All right. So tomorrow afternoon, after we're both off of work, we will go to Spirit Halloween, and I will get a maid outfit.
Oh, how
And
exciting.
I mean, I guess I'll wear it Wednesday.
No. You should wear it Monday.
But I have work.
Well, yeah, but you're not going to wear it during where you
Right.
made
I
the thing.
said I won't wear it during
But
work.
you should wear it for the podcast
That's
next
true.
Monday.
Okay, so I will wear the maid outfit during the podcast
You'll try it
on Monday.
You should try it on tomorrow.
Yeah,
and
we'll go to Spirit Halloween. We'll get the maid outfit.
I'll put that video out on Thursday.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm working on Thornbury Thursday for you guys. They're going to be a little bit more like labor intensive in terms of editing and things like that. So,
Can't believe I'm gonna have to wear a maid outfit.
and don't forget, 750. The next goal is he has to LARP as Aragorn
Yeah.
for a week.
And a week includes next Monday, which means me LARPing as Aragorn in a maid outfit.
Yep.
So, if that's something you, for some godforsaken reason, want to see.
And for just context, when we say LARP, we mean like every moment of the day.
Oh, I will be Aragorn every moment of the day.
He speaks that way. He dresses that way.
Did I say I'm going to do it for a week?
You did.
I don't have an Aragorn costume, so I just have to speak that way, I think.
I think you should
if they can
do the best with the wardrobe you have.
Yeah, if I can acquire an Aragorn costume, I will do it.
You do have the sword.
Chat, is there somebody that Aidan could LARP as while I'm LARPing as Aragorn, just to kind of even this out?
I'll LARP.
Has to be from Lord of the Rings.
Oh. All right, fine. I won't know how to do it well, though.
We will watch The Lord of the Rings. I'm thinking Boromir. I'll be Aragorn, you can be Boromir.
Which one's he?
Oh my god. Alright, so Aidan and I are going to watch Lord of the Rings, and if you guys get to 750, Aidan and I will LARP as Aragorn and Lord of the Ring. Aragorn and Lord of the Rings. Aragorn and Boromir.
I know Legolas.
Unless you want to be a hobbit.
I know Legolas.
That works, you have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Alright, Aragorn and Legolas. But you got to get to 750.
I'm going to carry one of those.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
There's no way they're getting to 750.
No, not a chance.
But I do have the bow and the sword.
So I was going to go to Five Below and get one of those like little toy bow and arrows, like the ones that are like that big. I thought that'd be really fun to carry
I mean,
around.
Halloween's coming up. It kind of works.
Yeah.
I will go to the bar. I will go to karaoke night as Aragorn.
Wait, you need to bring...
For $750, I will go to karaoke night as Aragorn.
You need to bring like a Nerf sword, and I'll bring like the little toy bow and arrow, and we'll just like we'll look like mad men.
I'll do the song from Return of the King.
Yes. Should we do basically all of that on TikTok Live?
The world ahead.
Yeah. So I think that should be we will go.
How much more money until the LARPing?
We're at about 510 right now, roughly. So it would
be about 240, I think, to get to the LARPing. Yeah.
750 is that goal.
The goal is 750. I think we're at about 510. We should really see if there's like a counter we can put up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It probably is, actually. Here, switch spots for a second.
Absolutely.
And also, remember, if you go to the lorelodge.shop, you can get some of these things. We got hoodies. We got hoodies, and it's fall. So we also have the Wendigo one, which is by Norman Keyes, some original artwork that we commissioned. But that's great. Let me see if I can add in a donation goal.
I think that's a good plan.
Add source.
But yeah, so
add new source.
I think that the main thing for the LARPing thing will be that we'll go to karaoke night.
Yeah.
And I will be LARPing as Legolas, and he will be LARPing as Aragorn, and we will sing for you as those characters.
Yeah, that's right.
And should they be able to... Wow, oh my god, that case really does.
It really do stick, man.
That is amazing.
That goal.
Should we give them the ability to request 3 songs for us to sing?
Sure.
So that's in that 750 as well.
What are we at right now? Does anybody know?
I think we're at
let's call it
510.
Let's call it 510. And after tonight.
Say 1,000. Just in case.
Well, yeah, goal amount is 1,000. Starting
yeah.
amount is 510. And after it's 10, 18,
21.
10/18/21.
Very excited to get my hoodie. I'm expecting the softest of softness. Yeah, I mean...
They are soft. Cold wash it when you first get it. Goal end date must be in future. Oh my god. 10/19. There we go.
There it is.
Done.
Boom.
But did it work?
I guess we'll find out.
No, because it's through Streamlabs. Never mind. We're working out the kinks here. We're still learning. Remove the dare goal.
Why wouldn't it work?
Because it's through the PayPal donations.
Oh,
yeah. So we want it to match super chats. You know.
Got it.
So we're just trying to figure this out. Isn't this fun watching us try and understand how to do things live?
Well, can you change the settings of the donation goal specifically?
No, it's strictly that one way.
That's annoying. Well, if anybody in chat wants to keep tabs on...
We can do a poll, but, yeah, if anyone wants to do the math, I don't know how to do math.
Glass says, when you spend too much money, the void has to bonk you. That's... I love that.
The chat just told her she spent too much. That's so funny.
That is so funny.
All right, guys, you got to back up chat. You got to back up Glass then if you want to keep doing that.
So
here's what we'll do. If you're watching, no, because they're not watching via Streamlabs, so that won't work.
And source.
Let's see. Yeah, so goal, source. That's just the source code. Yeah, so I can't tell. I don't know how to do this.
Well, it's there. We'll see what happens. Can
we make blue snow shovels with the Lore Lodge logo? We can make you stickers that you could put on a shovel.
Yeah, because essentially we would just be doing the same thing.
But we don't have the ability to do shovels themselves.
Yeah.
Are we really not signed into YouTube on here? Here, hop on there. And put in, go into the chat. And, sorry, we're, like, working on figuring things out right now, but mute yourself, you fucking heathen. Good lord. Also, questions, people. Questions.
Do you want me to add it up?
Yeah, add it up, yeah. Okay. Questions.
Oh, the chat only goes back.
You must have questions.
Chat only goes back a certain ways.
Oh, damn. We'll be able to see it afterwards.
Yep.
But, I'd say we're pretty safely at 5:10. Here, actually, live chat.
We're definitely... Will that go all the way? No.
Maybe. We're at least 5:10.
No, we're beyond that.
We are?
Yep. Because, hang on.
Plus...
250 plus 150 plus the other 50.
Plus my mom's 50. Have any of you been doing math?
So we're at about 550, I think.
550? Okay, so we're at about 550. Open up the phone again. Because it won't let people do stuff here. So, if you want to continue to contribute...
Oh, 10Emmy10 said she wants to be a mod as well.
She also said she doesn't have time.
Fair.
If you want to continue to contribute, I just sent you guys the my Cash App.
Yep.
Then we can also do
binged all the episodes last week. I'm a little backed up on Spotify, but I'll have the rest of the ones that have not been uploaded yet up on Spotify soon.
So I just put in Cash App. Oh god, we're at 555. You should probably pull up calculator maybe.
Yep. I'll just have.
Oh god, Steven, why? Okay, so 555 plus 25. Okay, we're at 580. Zeus, we'll discuss you being mod. We'll open mod applications.
We'll also talk about where the snow shovel came from. What are y'all going to be for Halloween? I'm going to be Radium Girl. Do you know what you're going to be yet?
I actually don't know yet.
I have no idea. Initially, one of my friends was going to be a Bumblebee, so I was thinking about joining him on that one. But now I'm just really not sure.
Yeah, I got to figure it out.
Chat, what do you think I could be or should be? I'm curious to see what you guys think. Oh, I was thinking about going as James Bond because...
right, No Time to Die came out.
Yeah, and I've been told I have similar...
Oh, but really quickly, those two... Why is it not letting me click that? Those, that Cash App tag and that Venmo tag that I sent, if you want to continue the streak, if you can't afford to, if it won't let you donate more, then use those, and I'll keep adding them to the count.
Yes.
But also, feel free to not, since we're getting dangerously close to me having to LARP as Aragorn for a week. We're at $580. You guys are less than $200 away, and I am beginning to sweat.
Yeah, it's less than ideal in my opinion. In terms of the blue snow shovel thing, do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, so the blue snow shovel thing came about pretty early on in me being a content creator. I was talking about Wendigos, and there was one video that was like, oh, well, how can you kill them? And I mentioned all of it, and this guy, Chad, stitched one of my videos, went into his garage. There's like a chainsaw, a machete, like a bunch of different actual weapons. Kid grabs a blue snow shovel and walks out into the dark. And I just lost it. I duetted it. I thought it was so funny. But yeah, so the joke ever since has been that one of the only ways you can kill a Wendigo is with a blue snow shovel. And there was over the summer, I actually met up with Chad, and we went into the woods with a snow shovel and an umbrella and did a TikTok.
Please tell me it was a yellow umbrella.
No, it was black. It was the only umbrella I had available, you know.
Damn, yeah, that's fair.
But, you know, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Mon chéri.
But,
I don't know French. What did I just say? Please let me know. I hope I didn't say anything offensive.
Oh.
Or maybe I do.
All right, we got 25 minutes. I might get off without having to LARP. Yeah. I'm surprised that nobody has real questions. But yeah, for Halloween...
Yeah, feel free to ask questions, friends. Oh.
$4.99 super chat is long. Don't threaten us with a good time. You challenge us and we will rise. But will you?
I mean...
But will you rise?
I can only hope. Why? Oh, yeah, it just wasn't live. That's why. We trust your capability to...
If I had the money, I would do something fun like Jack Sparrow, maybe.
Oh, that'd be fun.
What's everyone always tells me I look like Harry Potter also.
It's literally just the glasses.
I don't see it.
It's literally just the glasses. I was in Indiana Jones last year.
And my favorite color is green.
Is it really?
Yeah. How do you get your Discord social credit? What do you mean?
Oh, my favorite color is blue. I just saw that was a question. I'm a very default setting boy on that one. I really like that phrase now.
Favorite book series? Ooh, I mean, I am of course a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I loved A Song of Ice and Fire, but to this day, I think the book series that had the most influence on me, the book that I loved the most, was the Ranger's Apprentice series. I think those were so good. Even as an adult, you can go back and read them. They hold up. Just really good. Oh no.
You want to know what my favorite book series was? It was the only series I ever read, but I really enjoyed it. The Alex Rider series.
Those were good, dude.
They were such good books.
I was so mad that the movie they made, Ewan McGregor was in it for like 5 minutes.
And it was not a good movie. Like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Also,
it could have been so good. So now we got to add 55.
Stephen P. says 50
Oh, boy.
because he's in Ohio.
It's
This is revenge.
We're at 640 now. We are just a little over 100 away.
Where'd you get 40?
640 because it's
I have us at 635.
no, because Glass did the $5, but I think you forgot to put in the 5 from the last 5 from Is.
Oh, we're at 6. We are $110 away from me having the LARP as Jack Sparrow not Jack Sparrow, Aragorn for a week.
And then me as Legolas with
you as Legolas
at
karaoke.
Karaoke
Yeah.
night.
Oh my god. You realize you're gonna have to wear leggings, right?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Good luck finding leggings that fit. Oh, God.
We got female friends. If you want to send Aidan some leggings.
No offense to my female friends, but I don't know anybody with a dumpy like mine.
If we give people mod privileges for our streams, it'll probably be both Twitch and YouTube, right?
We should make sure they are for both, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think our Twitch necessarily needs mods.
Not yet, but it might.
I think YouTube is getting to the point. I mean, we've been knocking on 40 viewers this whole time. I do think that this is definitely the point at which we're going to start to need Wendaboob. Oh, no.
Oh,
you know who we need to get on again is Wendigo. We need to bring him back. Wendigo was a fun time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Aidan, how do you get your Discord social credit? I don't know what you mean, how do I get my Discord social
Mr.
credit
Thornbury,
back?
be a Wendigo for Halloween.
Okay, so
please,
Canada, here's the thing. Here's the thing you need to understand about the Discord server. I am a puppet. I am a figurehead. I have no power. I don't know what happened. But you'd have to go to like who are the mods now? Is Shiv still a mod?
He
Probably
should
not.
Be. You should be.
You would have to reach out to the mods and ask them, because I really don't know what to tell you. Oh god, we're gonna get a Wendigo chain, aren't we?
Yeah, probably.
They're gonna get us a Wendigo chain.
We're both. I mean, I built the server, like it quote unquote. You know, we're both
the server.
Admins,
we own the server.
Yeah,
but we have no power in the server.
And I personally haven't had time. Like, over the pandemic, I was in a mod and admin in a couple of my friends' servers.
He was an unemployed piece of shit, so to speak.
I was, yeah. And so I learned a good bit about, like, how to build them and structure them and things like that. I just literally have not had time to be in the server lately, because I'm technically doing 4 things at the moment, on top of this, so...
Drop more facts on the Nephilim. I mean, if you guys want a Nephilim episode and podcast, I can do the Book of Enoch. So
again, the TikTok butt leggings is, if you want to get me those, I'll wear them.
All right. So, well, no. Let me ask. Is that something you guys want to see? Either it might be hard to do it next week, but within the next 2 weeks, I could do a Book of Enoch.
Really thought you were talking about the leggings for a hot second there.
No, but do you guys want a video on the Book of Enoch? Because I can do a video on the Book of Enoch. The first Book of Enoch specifically.
I think you should.
Aidan's
server in name.
Yeah,
only.
exactly.
Yeah, basically.
+2.
Yeah, we're on
644.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Book of Enoch coming up. Yeah, we will add it to the list. It will get done soon. Enoch is so cool. But yeah, we'll do a Saturday video on Enoch.
Yep.
And then a podcast. And with Enoch, there's going to be no problem getting an hour's worth of content there.
That'll be...
But not next weekend. That will probably be 2 or 3 weekends from now. I will say the weekend of the 12th through the 15th of November, expect nothing from me. I will most likely not be coherent.
Yeah. It's his
that
super
is
soft
that will
birthday.
be my birthday. So
don't tempt me with a good time. Yes, it's going to be his birthday. We're doing one of 2 things. We're either going to throw him a super soft birthday party, or we're going to do a bar crawl in Phoenixville.
Wait, why is the donation thing still up? It's not working.
You left it up, I guess. Yeah, so we're either doing that or a bar crawl in Phoenixville, in which the entire group that we're going with must get 1 drink at each bar.
Yes.
And if you know how many bars are in Phoenixville...
Phoenixville has the most bars per storefront of any town in the United States of America.
We're going to be crawling home if we do that.
Yeah.
I'm leaving my phone at his place.
Please don't do that again. Last time it went poorly.
It only went poorly because you guys freaked out.
Because you disappeared.
I was
You
fine.
disappeared.
Whatever. I'll stick with the group this time.
I can't tell. Was that a new super chat or an old super chat?
No, that was her addressing me about the TikTok leggings.
Got it. Yes. Okay. For those of you that are still here, all 27 of you, which is honestly we're doing pretty good.
Oh boy.
We are now $54 from LARPing. So if the 27 of you who are still here each gave $2, we have to LARP. If the 27 of you that are still here do $2, we LARP.
Oh.
You can do it.
Boy.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Don't egg them on.
Don't you want money?
Yeah, but do you want to LARP?
You have a $500 car payment.
It's not $500.
Oh, okay. How much was it?
It's, I think,
with insurance?
With insurance, it's $400.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, that would be helpful. Actually, really quickly, something for you guys to know. In terms of where this money specifically would be going from this chat on my end, I don't know how much you would want to chip in on it, but oh boy, Vinny.
+20 from Vinny.
Oh
Vinny
boy,
Vitale.
Vinny.
Yes, please do the Book of Enoch. Yes, absolutely. I actually took an entire course in college, a semester-long 400-level course on the Book of Revelation.
Oh, cool.
So reading Cryptic biblical texts is one of my specialties, so I'm looking forward to it. And we got 5 from Iz.
Do it, boys.
We are now
We are
$39. Yeah, no, $29 away.
Yep. So real quick, where the money would be going from what I would be doing is that I have one of Aidan's guitars
Thanks,
at my
David.
place.
I appreciate that.
What do you say?
David said, been a big fan of yours.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being a patron too. That's awesome.
The
Thank you
patron
so
is
much.
huge. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
so much
those
for
are that is long term. That is the type of income we're hoping to earn. And
boy, what a chat to do that.
that get
Oh boy.
they did it.
Oh boy.
They did it. I did not think they were gonna do it.
Oh boy. So when does the LARPing begin?
Well,
I'd say after sing-song time on Twitch.
I need time to get. No, I need time to get like some form of costume together, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
And to announce it, so I'd say Wednesday, starting Wednesday.
Oh, the hydration cooldown on Twitch. I would love it. Oh god, that's great.
How about I lower the hydration cooldown to like 1 minute?
Yes.
How's that?
Yes.
Sound good? Can we
Iz,
strike a deal?
It looks like you got to get me those leggings.
You got to get him the leggings.
For when is that?
Yeah, so
For
Wednesday. We'll start karaoke's on Wednesday.
I'm not going to be here Wednesday.
It's for a week. We have to LARP for a week.
I know, I'm not going to be here on Wednesday.
Where are you going to be?
Harrisburg. For work.
Yeah, you don't LARP at work.
No, but what I'm saying is I won't be here for karaoke night on
There's
Wednesday.
a karaoke night on Thursday.
Well, then
And
we're
also
good.
the following Wednesday.
Oh, then we're good. Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
So Wednesday, the LARPing begins.
Yes.
Under all non-working hours, Aidan and I will be LARPing as Aragorn and Legolas. I guess that means Halloween. We might as well. Since we'll have the stuff.
Yeah, true.
See, for a week from Wednesday, we'll get us almost to Halloween.
Yep. Well,
So-
that'll be entertaining.
Actually, how about... Yeah, I mean, that works. That
Yep.
works.
Anyway, so real quick to finish what I was saying. So where this money's going to be going to for me is I currently have one of Aidan's guitars at my place. And as you might see from this guy right here, excuse me, por favor, grazie. This is a custom guitar that I built myself. Started as a kit in a class in high school. I ended up making a lot of changes to it throughout time to get the look and sound that I wanted out of it. And Aidan happens to have a first act guitar.
Yes, that sucks.
It's a first
I
act.
do have an actual telly.
It's sitting back there,
It's
actually.
very nice, but...
It is a very
And
nice
speaking
telly.
of the telly, it is 8:17, so in approximately half an hour, we will be live on Twitch
Yes.
doing a jam sesh. I actually did
Correct.
bother to learn 4 songs all the way through, so you're going to get at least 4 songs.
Do we want to tell them what songs those are?
I'm going to be doing, whichever you learned well enough to play through with me, but
Hmm.
I'm going to be doing Therapy by All Time Low, Remembering Sunday by All Time Low, what was the third one?
Hey Julie.
Hey Julie by The Wonder Years and Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Those
Oh,
are
I
the
didn't know
4
you were
I
supposed
learned.
to do all of them. Okay.
I learned all of them.
Got it. I got
You don't have to do all of them with me.
Okay,
but
I got a good amount of Hey Julie. We'll probably do, there's another $5 from Ms. Long. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Iz.
We'll probably do another Free Fallen thing.
We'll probably do Free Falling as well.
we'll
you're
probably do a
you're
couple
probably
others.
looking at like a half hour of music, if
Yeah,
we're
at
being
least.
honest.
Thanks, Liz. We appreciate it. I guess we're okay. Anyway, to finish my point, so I have one of his first act guitars, and it's only got one pickup, which infuriates me.
It's disgusting. It's horrible.
So what I'm going to do
It's a terrible guitar.
is, with a $500 budget, I'm going to turn his...
Am I paying you for this?
You don't have to.
Because I have other expenses. I thought we were going to hold off on this.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is the money that they're giving me for
I'll
this...
eventually pay you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
But-
What I was saying is the money
Not
they're giving
doing
us
it
right
now.
now, the money they're giving us
All right,
right now,
Iz
my
gives
cut of that
another
is going
$5.
to do that.
All right, we're up to $781.
So I have a $500 budget that I'm giving myself to turn his crappy guitar into something snazzy. And I will be cataloging that on the Thornbury Thursday videos.
Yes.
Which that will be essentially just a section of it. You'll watch
This
me.
is very quickly becoming a variety channel. And I
Pretty
love
much,
that.
yeah.
I love that for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. It is great. It is great. We do need to, wherever you go next, we got to make sure that the AC like cracks, because it is hot down here.
Oh, my new place is great AC.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And we can put fans in the studio and
We
everything.
love that.
Just for the Aidens, I'm going on Twitch.
Love it.
Also, I will say this. I will, for the night, I will include, if you sub on Twitch, I will include that amount towards the $1,000.
Yes.
So if you come over to Twitch, you sub, I think it's like $5. We haven't really set up, like, if you want to help me set up higher Twitch tiers.
Yeah, I will. Also,
but yeah, I will count subs towards the $1,000.
Just because we're getting close to it, we are at 781, so that's less than $250 away from $1,000, which is, we take suggestions from you guys in this chat right now
as to what we are going to do.
We will make a Twitter poll, and you guys will vote on what we have to do this coming week.
And we have friends with big Twitter accounts, so there's going to be some input on these.
Oh, yeah. Not to make me be at the register Monday because of the stress. Oh, God. I can't focus on people. Fair enough. Oh, y'all just did. Fair enough. Fair enough. Much appreciated that your focus is here rather than there.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good term or plan for you long term, but I hope you're okay nonetheless. Anyway, but yeah, so $1,000, you guys get to pick what we have to do for a week within reason.
Yes.
We will not go streaking in Center City.
We won't?
Not yet.
Not fully nude.
That's what streaking is.
What if we went in
Like bodysuits?
Yeah. Or not bodysuits, but like
Speedos?
Speedos.
Oh, we're bringing me back to my water polo
days? Like
days,
skin color Speedos?
That would be hilarious.
That'd be good. Be a good one. But they're not going to hit it. I mean, they got what?
Yeah, no, you guys aren't.
They've got 10 minutes to donate another $219. They're not going to do it.
No chance.
There's absolutely no way it happens.
No.
Although with Twitch, maybe. But
maybe.
Yeah. But I do say I in the chat if you're going to follow us over to Twitch in 10 minutes, because I'm curious.
Well, we'll find out.
Well, in, I guess, 25 minutes, because we got to set up. But
Getting paid to watch you dumb men. I love it. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah. You know what? Glass, that reminds us. We will be doing more gaming streams eventually.
Yes, we just got to get the setup for it. Once the new studio in my new place is set up, we're going to have a couple of gaming chairs. We're going to have a couple of monitors. Hopefully going to pick up another one of these.
Cool. The worst case scenario, I can bring mine.
Yeah. And then I'm hoping to get, another... camera, even if it's not quite the high quality.
And I'll probably, just for the sake of it, I will probably...
Only say I once.
I will probably set up my Twitch chat or my Twitch profile so that way we can both stream at the same time. Yeah, because that'll make life a bit easier. In that case, we'd be able to do it even if I was at my place.
Yeah. So
that'll make ththings a lot easier as well.
For sure.
So if you want to watch us play Dead by Daylight and stuff like that, I already have the game because I played with a few.
No. The maid outfit is for 24 hours. The LARPing is for a week.
Yes.
These are different things. If you want me to LARP in the maid outfit all week, it's going to be like $2,500.
Correct.
Oh
my God.
The vibe at Twitch is pretty great.
Yeah, the Twitch vibe is this times 10 in every way. It's great.
I'm glad that people are sticking around just to hang out and everything, that we can. I like bringing a program to people and getting to do the whole knowledge thing, but it's a lot of fun to just have.
Oh yeah, it's great just hanging.
Have a vibe in a community. Do you have a hickey, Mrs. Thornbury?
She's already aware of it. She made fun of me yesterday for it.
Good. I love your mom.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
But yeah. Whew. But yeah, there's no way that they're going to get to $219. I desperately have to pee, so while I'm gone, do not donate $219. Am I clear? Don't do that. Don't make me come back to having to do whatever you tell me to do.
I wouldn't say that. Come on now. Leroy! Yes, I love the Leroy Jenkins reference. Thank you for that. What do we got?
I must pee.
You guys are great.
No donating while I'm gone.
Yeah, we don't want to... We're a little scared of what you guys would come up with the $1,000 goal. Where are we seeing the maid outfit? Well, we will do that on next Monday's podcast. So he's on next Monday, he'll be doing it for the 24 hours. And then for 2 days solo price, do it. You guys are great. Once I get back from the void, we should all be set. Or we should be all set. Be set for what, Glass? Curious. What else? 25.5. Damn, bring it to like 100, so I'll do it. Do what? What are we doing? We're allowed, but you said all made week. No. That's the maid outfit is 24 hours, and then the LARPing is Aragorn is for a week, for him. So, and then I'm gonna LARP at least for karaoke night, which we will most likely TikTok live as Legolas. And I'm thinking about getting one of those little, oh boy. Hang on, Glass. Hang on. We're at 781 right now, so hang on. 781 plus 119. That's 900, so you're 100 away. So, oh boy, we're getting close. Aidan, I'll expect to see you at Twitch. Yeah, you will. So we'll be doing the music time on Twitch after this. I'm not sure if I'm going to play that or my acoustic one, but I'm probably going to set up my Twitch account. I mean, it's already set up, but it's directed at Aidan. I just haven't really streamed on it yet. Aidan, just so you know, Glass brought us up to $100 to go for the $1,000 goal of they get to decide what we do. So,
how many people are left in the chat?
27.
So if all of them donate $4.
Correct.
If all of them donate $4, we gotta. Or if 5 donate 20.
Hang
honestly.
on. Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is important. This is very important. Thornbury, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you subconsciously encouraging me to like John Mayer, and now I can't stop listening. I am very excited to hear that is.
I have to inform everyone that we were just sent $25 via Cash App.
So we are 75 away from you guys having.
We are now $75 away.
You guys get to decide what we do this week. Oh, now we're 65 away. Sorry, not as good a glass of water, but there's 10 more. You know what, Jive, we appreciate everything you do for us.
Yes. This community has, like, I don't think you guys realize, but this little group of you, this, like, 30 or so that come watch the show every week, it's this support that allows us to do all the other stuff throughout the week, because we do make a little bit of money on that, but it's just ad revenue, and YouTube's algorithm doesn't love us very much yet, but hopefully one day we'll be seeing those hundreds of thousands of views on our videos, but for now, this is what is keeping us going. This is what's allowing us to do this, and, I worked a 7-hour shift on my feet starting at 9 a.m. this morning, and I came home and ran a bunch of errands and got back here, and, I didn't even feel tired about it. I was like, all right, let's go. Stream time. Like, this is so much fun for us. We genuinely enjoy doing this.
Yeah, a lot.
So thank you so much, everybody. This is really an amazing thing for us, and we consider all of you our friends and even our family at this point. So thank you so much. And I just got a notification. What was that?
In terms of not being able to donate from the Caribbean, if you want to put your cash up. Oh,
Natalie.
Oh, boy.
I put Cash App up.
Yeah, but he said he couldn't donate from the Caribbean, so I'm not sure if that is. Also,
We are over 1,000.
We are at 1,010. Oh, I look forward to this all week, but I'm still angry. Oh boy, be kind. Oh boy, here's my phone. Wow. Ladies and once I get back from the void, I shall have a mic and people can hear my voice. A video.
Ooh, we can have Glass on soon.
Yes, Glass.
Yes, I can't wait for Glass stream.
That is going to be so fun.
Wet stream.
Oh.
Oh.
Is water wet?
Yes.
I disagree, but fair enough. Oh, that could be a fun stream to watch.
All right, okay.
Really quickly.
Wait, because we're getting to the end of this, and now we need to decide what the Twitter options are going to be.
Oh, yes.
There's going to be 4 poll options, okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
4 poll options. So.
I'm scared. I'm thrilled, but
Within
scared.
reason. Within reason. Give us 4 things to put in the poll.
Yeah, you guys are going to be
I'm going to make the poll right now.
And then of those 4, y'all will vote in the next 24 hours, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to make it 24 hours. Feel free to tag
Wendigo,
Mudahar.
an Omegle style stream with all of us just being absolutely feral.
How does that work?
We would have to do that on Twitch. That sounds fun, but we'd have to do it. Essentially, we would have a bunch of people on video calls in a Discord.
Uh-huh.
And then we'd need a moderator to vet it. And then...
Right.
But yeah, also just so you know, I hope that when I am driving home...
Maid dress all week, okay.
Oh, boy. That when I'm driving home and I'm listening to Heartbreak Warfare tonight, you better be as well. Because I'm very excited that I have converted another wonderful human being to the cult of John Mayer.
Which Aidan would dress like Zeus?
Probably you. Drinking whilst doing a Twitch stream. That's the hydrate button with no cooldown.
That's just most of my Twitch streams.
Glasswater, how exactly do we worship you? Just kind of like being here.
Wait, but who?
Oh, do you mean... You mean drinking type drinking, bless you. Walk Appalachian Mountain Trail at night, 10 miles. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho. That'd be fun. That would be entertaining. Drunk Twitch stream. Oh, God. Assassin is my favorite, followed by Helpless. Helpless is fantastic. Yes.
Appalachian Night Hike.
Also, yeah, Assassin's fantastic. Especially on that album. Do me a favor and listen to Heartbreak Warfare.
All right, yeah, Glass. You donated the most, so you get to pick the third option.
Yes, in the room of followers can summon me and pay homage with candy corn and kitty. Thank you for liking candy corn. Everybody hates on me for liking candy corn. It's great.
Glass, the third option belongs to you.
Maid dress for a week. What are maid dress for
Currently,
a week?
we've got maid dress for a week, dress as Thor for a week, and Appalachian Night Hike. I think you should have to do these with me.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can do a maid dress for a week.
Well, when not at work.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
When not at work.
Glad you approve. Yeah. Give some love for My Stupid Mouth though, because that's a great tune. No, I know you've listened to Heartbreak Warfare.
Glass.
Give it another
Glass,
listen.
why are you giving
really
us a
good.
smiley face?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Glass.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Glass.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm scared. I love candy corn. Candy corn's great.
Glass, what are you going to suggest?
Glass, it's 8:31. You gotta hurry up. Do Omegle where people
Put Wendigo as an interest topic.
Honestly,
I'm gonna put that in instead of Made for a Week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Uh,
Candy corn is fantastic. You're absolutely right, sir. It is. Thank you for sticking up with me. Also, Glass,
Glass, what are you gonna say, man?
you gotta say it. We gotta
Ma'am?
we gotta get going because
Yeah, we gotta get ready for the music stream.
Yes. My Stupid Mouth is top 5.
Right?
Right? Yeah,
I mean,
it's
at this
great.
point, if Glass doesn't give us one, next suggestion gets it.
If you love all of those, what?
You wear the softest pajamas. What does that mean?
I'm gonna comfortable. Oh wait, actually, yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. I would love to wear really fuzzy pajamas.
But what's it? Is it just?
I think she's just being.
Are you
kind.
just being nice?
I think she's just being kind. Thank you, Glass. Appreciate that. Yeah, if you like all of those songs, then you'll love either Wild Blue or Till the Right One Comes, because those are my 2 favorites off of the most recent album. Last Train Home's great, but I think I've just listened to it too much. Don't take my maid for a week. Oh.
All right. Well, you gotta replace it with something.
I would replace Thor cosplay for a maid costume. for a
Maid
week.
costume. All right.
Yeah. All right. We're putting the maid back in. Fair enough.
Okay, maid's going back in.
All right. Are you gonna launch it? Glass, thank you for being kind. I'm the softest monster. That's great. Yeah, once you check them out, let me know what you think, because I'm curious.
Poll length is 1 day, and it goes live now. And you can find me at Aidan Mattis on Twitter.
But yep, so that's it for the Lore Lodge podcast.
Yeah.
And now we'll be switching over to Twitch at about 8:45.
Yes, we will switch over to Twitch.
Singer-song.
Do some music. Some music time.
We do love the music.
Yes, very nice.
Very nice. Anyway. So
all right.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you again. Well, hopefully we'll see you again in about 15 minutes.
Yep.
If not, we'll see you again next week with new challenges.
Yes.
That are probably going to be at lower price points. But
this was a good starting point.
Yeah, we wanted to go big the first time, but we're probably going to have lower price points for the next one. But
yeah.
Probably like one really high one, and then like a series of like 50, 100, 150, 200.
Yeah.
And like for like 1,000, we'll go with something nuts. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like
we have to do a weekend road trip to like some haunted place, maybe, or
that's just fun. I'm thinking it's
fair.
got to be like funky. I don't know. Maybe we go to. We'll think of something. We got a week.
Yep.
But see you guys. Bye.
See ya.